Good morning to you, everybody, as we wrap up the month of November and get squarely into the Christmas season. So, as we do that, we'll finish up the month with the 16th chapter of the book of Acts, beginning in the 25th verse. I ask you, if you will, again, to like, share, comment on the post. And I know I do that every day, and you think, well, I did it yesterday, but again, it does make a very important, big difference in the way the different social media companies that we utilize here view our post and help themselves promote the post. And so thank you very much for doing that every day that you're with us. If you don't even listen to us one day, drop by the Facebook page, YouTube page, whatever, like it, share it. That'd be awesome. All right, now let's jump into this passage. Paul and Silas are put in jail, and says they're there, and about midnight says they were praying and singing hymns to God. Very first question we come to when we look at this passage is, here we have two men just simply preaching the gospel, going where God told them to go, doing what God told them to do, and they end up in jail. And so in this moment, when it would have been easy to sit in the corner and lick our wounds, to gripe, complain, feel sorry for ourselves, probably hurting and sore and beat up and cold and in jail, they sing. I said the circumstances they were in did not affect their internal attitude. One of the great lessons we have to learn and be on guard of is that we don't allow our external circumstances to become internal. The world didn't give us our joy, and they shouldn't be able to take it away from us. In fact, they can't take it away from us. We might give it up, but they can't take it. And the great thing about this is while they were singing those songs, the Bible tells us the prisoners were listening. People watch how we handle adversity. They watch how those who know you and know you proclaim to be a believer, they're watching how you handle adversity, how you handle bad situations in your life. And so they're demonstrating to these people that Jesus was not just someone who they talked about and sung about when they were free and everything was going good, but that he was in control of their life and they were trusting him. And so let me encourage you today that I don't know where everybody watching or listening, where you find yourself right now, but if you find yourself in a time of difficulty, pray, trust God, pray him, pray that he would help you to have peace and joy, to have a song in the face of that adversity. And as they were doing that, it says suddenly there was an earthquake and the prison doors, the foundation of the prison were shaken, the doors came open, everyone's bonds came off, and when a jailer woke and saw that the prison doors were open, he drew his sword and was going to kill himself. He knew that if they were gone, he was gone. He was going to be in bad trouble. Because he believed they had escaped. But Paul cried out with a loud voice, "Don't harm yourself, for we are all here." Again, they're so, as this earthquake strikes and breaks all the doors off and all their bonds, the jailer just knows they're gone and his goose is cooked. And he's going to fall on his sword. He's going to take his own life. And that, again, this was a common thing. If a prisoner escaped in that time, the guard was typically executed, and so that was the normal situation. But Paul calls out and says, "Hey, don't do that. We are all here." And so Paul takes this moment of possible calamity when this guard is on the verge of suicide, and he takes this moment to be a witnessing, a teaching moment to share with this jailer why they were still there, what they were singing about, and why they were still there. And so he uses this as an opportunity to witness and to tell him, and no doubt the other prisoners who were there, about Jesus Christ. And that is a wonderful model for you and I hope you never find yourself in a Roman jail. I hope you never find yourself in an earthquake. I hope you never find yourself confronted by someone about to fall on their own sword. But I do hope you'll take Paul's model and watch for opportunities to have what we call gospel conversations. If we pay attention and really focus and learn this practice, it's a great way to tell people about Christ. Pretty much everything somebody says, if you'll listen for just a few seconds, you can find some way to point it back towards God, towards Christ. It's a beautiful day we're having. Yes, it is. God's been good to us. He's given us a wonderful day. Let me tell you about the greatest day I ever had. And then you tell them about the day you came to know Christ. It's a terrible day. Well, I used to have bad days. I used to have terrible days, but ever since I met Christ, again, you just have, just wonderful opportunities. You're in the checkout line and the cashier says, man, those are some good looking bananas. Yes, they are. I'm so thankful that my God is the God of the harvest, and is providing for us great food, good food. And one of the greatest things He's ever provided for me was my salvation. Again, whatever it is, if you'll just practice that, and sometimes it can be a little awkward to begin with, but I said, you may not find yourself in a Roman jail, but God puts in front of us opportunities every day to tell somebody about Christ. One of the easiest of what I have seen to be one of the most effective is if you go out to eat. Maybe when the waitress brings your food over, the server brings your food, stop them and say, listen, we're about to say a blessing. We're going to thank God for our food. Is there anything that we can pray for you? Pray about for you? And I've had servers just break down and squall and pour out their heart. Some of them, granted, will say, no, thank you, I'm good, and walk away. But there's all kinds of opportunities God gives us outside of Roman prisons to tell others about Him. Think about it. Watch for those opportunities today, and we'll see you here tomorrow, next month. See you here December the 1st. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.